Hello babes and welcome back to my channel and to this video that's gonna be a bit different because I am gonna do my own little palette and it's gonna be inspired by, or not really inspired, it's gonna be more like what I think the honey palette should have been. Don't know if this setup is immaculate. I'm filming this on my vlog camera. I've done this setup now for the very first time, so if things are not perfect and if things are a bit wobbly, I am sorry about that. I don't really know what to do about the settings because as you can see it changes and I don't know why, because I have this on manual and I do have everything set to manual, but there's something that's just making the light change. Don't really know what that is. I can't really look into it right now, but this is what we're going with. If you have any tips, please do let me know down in the got my ring down in the comments. I would love to get some suggestions or some feedback, but this is what we're rolling with right now. I love watching videos like these, so I thought it'd be fun for me to record videos like this as well. And I don't know about like the white balance and everything. I do think that these might be a bit wobbly. I'm not sure. We're rolling with this. I know that when I talked about the honey palette on my channel, there was a lot of people thinking that honey isn't yellow, and I want to put up a picture right now of how I see honey. And I understand that maybe honey isn't the same color in like the entire world, and that is perfectly fine. I have no problems with if that's the case. Like I don't care. But for me, honey in Sweden, honey is pretty yellow. Some of these jars that you see on the picture are pretty yellow, and those are actually honey that we can find in the store here in Sweden. And I also included a very dark honey, the kind of honey, this is like the chestnut honey that my fiance loves to buy when he's in Italy. That one is really dark, and this is what I think that I didn't like explain very well in the video, like in the new makeup releases. I feel like this is an opportunity missed from Urban Decay because honey comes in so many different colors, and I don't think that those colors are even closely to being like represented in the palette that they're showing. And I'm trying to portray that by showing the palette in the middle. I don't feel like these colors are represented. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. So I'm gonna do a palette what I think the honey palette should have been, and this is still going to be a pretty neutral palette, which is new for me too. Like, I know, it's weird, but it's what I'm going to do. I am going to actually pick first. I have so many palettes here on this side and here on this side. I'm actually going to start with picking a shade from this palette. Let me put this one to the side. Ooh, maybe I'll put them on top and I can... This is a palette by Sydney Grace. And I feel like these two colors, maybe both of these to be honest, are like, this is what I see honey being. Is this too light for you to see? I need to maybe do something, or maybe try and film with my other camera. I'm not sure, but these are two very pale yellows. This one is Buttermilk. It is a very pale yellow matte. It is almost like, it is a very, Buttermilk is a good name, and I feel like instead of having that typical light beige bone color, they could have had something like this, like a yellow white. This one is called Lemon Cream, and this is a light yellow matte. I feel like these two colors really represent the kind of honey that you see in Sweden. They are opaque, they are matte, and they are very pale yellow. I feel like these two colors really represent the kind of honey that we see in Sweden. Okay, let me bring out some really cool Looxi palettes and we can see if we can find some shades that are a bit in that tone as well. I feel like something like this also is a really good shade for trying to be that kind of a honey shade. This one is called, oh yeah, this is the Pumpkin Spice Life. This is a beautiful color. It is that caramelly, a really pretty color, and I feel like that would really go with the scheme. I don't know if all of these colors are available, but I hope they are. This is Billion. This is, I don't know if that is how it's pronounced. It is a very nice, you see like a golden, so yummy. This is also by Looxi. I also feel like this is a good representation. Let me see if I can, of what I envision this palette would be. I do have something lighter here. This is Lick It, Slam It, Suck It, right? Yeah, Lick It, Slam It, what? Wait, Lick It, Slam It, Suck It, yeah. But I don't think that this is exactly what I envisioned for the palette, so I think I'm gonna skip that. Do have some colors here though. These are neutrals. And I do know that there are some, I feel like something like this, this is Coca. I don't know if this is still available, but something like this, maybe I'll try and find it in like another formula that I know is still like more readily available, so that you know what kind of shade I am thinking of. I do have some Coastal Scent shades here as well. Well, here are some of them. I don't really know if any of these like really represent what I had in mind. And then these are some of my ColourPop. And we do have some shades here, maybe something like this. This is Paper Tiger. This is a beautiful mustard. Maybe a mustard like this could really complement, because it is a bit lighter than the other one. So I think that something like that could be really nice. We're still not like super... Wait, let me take off my finger. Not take off my finger, but take off the shadow. Let me take off my finger. Wow. I feel like we're still in the mustard, somewhat muted realm, even though we are pretty like, well, pretty colorful, but still a bit muted. Maybe something like this, that is a bit more neutral. Cadundron. This is a beautiful shade, actually. I don't know why I bought it, don't ask me, but maybe this would complement these shades. You know what, we'll bring this in as well, because I do want to have some neutrals. Yeah, I know. It's shocking. I'm shocked too, okay? I'm shocked too. These are Divina. I do really love the Courtney one. Don't think I'm going to be using that one today though. I don't know if any of these are exactly what I'm looking for, because these are so bright. What is this? This is Freya? That could be cool with it, but yeah, I don't... Oh, I'm sorry if you're not seeing everything. Don't know if these are exactly what I'm looking for, so I think I'm gonna skip from this palette, not because I dislike them, but just because it's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm trying to be a bit more muted. I also have some from... This one could be a good shade. Is this darker than this one? No, they're pretty similar. Maybe I want something that's even darker than that one. Even more Divina. Oh, here's also more Divina. Not exactly the shades I'm looking for, but they're super beautiful. And then I have these shades. I mean, these are the Cleonad shades. These are definitely not what I'm looking for, but it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm gonna film building another palette after this, and I think I am gonna pick something from that one then. Here is some Makeup Geek. How many shades do they have in the palette? I think they have like... I don't know, but I think I'm gonna put 12 like it is in the ColourPop palette, and just to give a good like range of what I'm thinking about. Don't think any of these will go with the theme. I found some other Looxi. More Looxi here. Not really the shades I'm looking for, although this one like could be a cool shade, but I don't think it's like the right shade. Oh, here are my Makeup Geeks. Opening in the wrong direction. Here are my Makeup Geek like neutrals. So I'm thinking something like this. Oh, come here. This is Americano, or maybe I want something that's like dark roast. I think I'll take this one instead. This is dark roast. It's just like a matte brown. It's more cool toned. I think that this will go really good with this color scheme. So I think I'm gonna pick that one. Now I have 6-7 shades, and then I want something like this. Wait, this has some other things in it. This is Voltage. Yeah, I just want to make sure, but I was pretty sure. This is a light gold duochrome, and I feel like something like this in the palette. It is basically the same kind of buttermilk like this one here. It's just a shimmery duochrome instead of a matte. I feel like this would go so well with this kind of a palette. I personally would have loved to see them do something like a bright yellow. Maybe this one is too bright. Maybe something like this in the ColourPop palette that is a slightly more muted. This one is called Take Flight. Maybe this, because I think that that would have been a good like trend color, because yellow is so trendy, and to add something like this to this color scheme, I think it would have made this palette have a pop, but this being very neutral and caramelly, and then just having the pop. Now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shades. Let me see what else I can find. There is a Sydney Grace shadow that I think could be really good with this, and this is Sunbeam. This is more of a shimmer than a metallic, but it's also that like super yellowy shade. I really feel like this could be a good addition to this, bringing that very yellow to the palette without having it take over, because that is not what I meant when I said that I wanted it to be more of a yellow palette. I didn't want it to be like too bright. I just wanted to have the shades of honey. So what would I have in this palette to make this more I don't know. I kind of like it like it is. Is this a good representation? How many shades are in the palette? Wait, I need to check the picture. Okay, so I have the picture here. There are 12 shades in the palette. Let me see if I can get these shades in and we can see what kind of shades we feel like we are missing. So I just have a little 12 pan by Colourpop. I mean, this could obviously be anything. And I feel like how I would put this would be maybe something like this. I feel like what I'm missing is that's an even darker caramel and maybe something really dark and shimmery. So I feel like I need a matte, like even darker than this, and something really yummy and caramelly to have here. So let me see in my palettes what I can find. Maybe I'll go back to this little Looxi thing anyways, so that I can find something that will fit here in the like caramelly one. Maybe something like this. Would this fit? Would this make people happy? I don't know. What would you want when it's like a bit caramelly? This is Beach Bum. What kind of color is this? How is that? Is that something? I feel like that's really caramelly and yummy. So let me put that in, and then it's just a matte for this corner right here. Maybe actually in this Coastal Scents palette, I feel like maybe something like this. Like something that's like yummy and chocolatey would go very well with this. Not gonna lie. Let's see what that was. That was Oktoberfest, which is actually a really nice matte by Coastal Scents. And it's not too like orangey. So that is pretty much the color scheme of this palette. And I feel, and this is just me, I know this is just me, but I feel like this palette much better represents honey than what was given to me by like Urban Decay. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you think that this is too bright. I don't know how the camera and everything picks this up. I'm gonna see when we see it in like the computer, but maybe I'm gonna have to film this with my normal camera. It's just that it's like hanging over the table and my normal camera is pretty heavy. So I'm gonna see if I can avoid that, but I don't know about the quality. I'll see what happens. And also I don't like how is it doing that? No, actually it's not anymore. Huh, okay. I don't know what was going on. Have you been seeing that the colors have been switching over like the period of time, or was it just in the beginning? Or was it not at all? Maybe it was only me on the monitor. I'm not sure. Give me some feedback down below, basically. But this is the palette. If I saw this, if Urban Decay released this is a neutral palette, but I would have bought it. And that's the thing. And with yellow, I feel like yellow goes so well with brown, and I really feel like it could have been done within this theme. But these are obviously only my opinions. You are totally fine and entitled to have your own. So let me know what you thought about this palette. Let me know what you thought about this little thing. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, which is gonna be I think tomorrow I'm also going to film another one of these just after this. So hopefully the settings wasn't too awful. So I'm going to film another one after this and I'll have that live next week. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!